Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.
I think the uniqueness of the reggae girls is they embody the national motto of Jamaica, which is out of many one people. So when you look at the entirety of the Jamaica squad, you have dark-skinned girls, mixed race girls, girls who have black and Asian in them. You also have the homegrown players, so like your Bunny Shaw, your Konya Plummer, your Den Blackwood. So what that means in terms of from a grassroots perspective is girls who are born in Jamaica can look at a Bunny Shaw and hear that authentic accent and say, you know, if Bunny can make it, then so can I. Once you hear that authenticity, that raw Jamaican accent, they should be able to look at a Bunny Shaw who's now a captain to say, if Bunny can do it, especially if you come from the same community, the same parish as her, if she can do it, then so can we.
I want to give a big bless up to the reggae girls out there. They ain't believe in us. John did. Reggae girls, keep winning, keep inspiring. I know you're going to be great out there. World Cup. Sadella Marley, number love. Bless up from DJ Cal.
And I represent for the reggae girls. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself every time. Especially if you're qualifying for the World Cup back to back. You know what I mean? Sidela, big up yourself. One love every time. You know the thing go. Blessing off a flow like a river. Blessing off a flow like a river. What the reggae girls do? Left them name night earth like a queen. Me have to big up the top soccer team. You know Massacre represent. Jamaica supporting it every time. You know the thing go.
Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.
I feel like I'm from UK, you know.
See the moonlights on the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Tallawah TV is in the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Got a corner on the telephone. Yeah, this is the Ocean of the Messenger, and you're watching Tallawah TV with the host and best. So Davis, take it away.
Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.
I feel like I'm from UK, you know.
See the moonlights on the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Tallawah TV is in the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Got a corner on the telephone. Yeah, this is the Ocean of the Messenger, and you're watching Tallawah TV with the host and best. So Davis, take it away.
My Tallawahs, how are you all? Good morning, good afternoon, possibly good evening. All depends on where you're based in the world. As you can tell, I'm doing the usual. I'm fidgeting with my microphone. I just want to know if you guys can hear me really in the comment section. So if you can't hear me clearly, or maybe I'm a little bit too close to your screen, then let me know. The headline reads for itself, doesn't it? I'm the bearer of bad news to summarize it all. I'm pretty sure most of you have been keeping your eyes on my social media, so on Instagram as well as on Twitter as well. So I'll give you guys a quick little recap for those of you who miss the day's activity. There was so much going on, and I had a feeling that I needed to give you guys a quick and final update. I thought the update with regards to FIFA's decision would come between Tuesday and Wednesday, but it came like within the last hour or so, and the headline reads for itself: JFF's appeal to overturn Bunny Shaw's red card against France has been rejected by FIFA. So to bring you all up to speed, good to know that you guys can hear me in the comment section. Let's just go back a little step. The headline should pretty much summarize what happened. Red card was given to Bunny Shaw in our historic 0-0 draw against France in match day 1 of the FIFA Women's World Cup down under in Australia. But it was a bittersweet moment for our captain. 2 double yellow cards resulted in a red card in the latter stages. And when I say latter stages of the game, guys, I'm talking in additional time. We're going to dive into that. But to bring everyone up to speed, because you know I like to have us all on the same page, I'm going to give you guys a quick little listen with regards to the appeal. And then obviously we will talk about the the decision from FIFA. Be interesting to hear what you guys think. Do you think it was a red card? Obviously, before I close off, I'm going to let you guys know what I think. Okay, so sit back and relax and have some decorum. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't done so already. I hope you're all in good health. And yeah, guys, I'm about to fire away.
Here in Australia, Elaine, Jamaica has appealed. What are the grounds? Take us through that appeal process.
Okay, after the game, coach met with one of the coordinators of FIFA that is on the ground at the stadium. They expressed Jamaica intent to appeal the card. They asked for advice. They were advised, and we had 24 hours to prepare that appeal. The technical staff sat, prepared a report, make some clippings to show what grounds were appealing. It was sent out to FIFA. They had responded, acknowledged receipt of it, and we await their response.
I'm John Barnes, and you're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.
Now, here's the thing. I thought, okay, well, this is sounding promising. I have no idea what type of evidence the Jamaica Football Federation presented to FIFA, but I kind of tried to use a bit of a common sense and put together my own clippings of the game. A few challenges there that went pretty much unnoticed by the match officiators, in particularly the referee, because obviously she's the one who hands out the yellow cards, or let's just say the disciplinary actions behind any challenge that is deemed card worthy. Hope I've worded that right for you guys. And okay, so you guys saw what happened in the game with regards to number of challenges that went on, that was placed onto Bunny Shaw. Also, from that game, we saw quite a few, I think it's safe to say, harsh tackles on Brown. I know we touched on this on the live stream. I believe the two that pretty much stand out for me was early stages of the first 45, Brown having her heel clipped. I don't think anything resulted from that, if memory serves me well. Also, a leaping attempted header to clear the ball, one of the France players jumping over Jodie Brown. And in the process of the leaping header, she also kneed her in her back. And I thought, okay, they're playing cute, but in my eyes, it was kind of a sinister approach from the French, really. And then came the update to the video that I just played to you guys. And I'm about to do a little shared screen. Again, this might sound a little bit repetitive if you're following me on Twitter or on Instagram. But let's just, by the way, it's now X, guys. You can see it over there, X. And it says here, guys, update: the appeal of the suspension of Captain Khadija Bunny Shaw has been dismissed by FIFA. So pretty much matching with my headline, which should be in front of you. If it's not, I'll bring it up in a second. And what that means is Bunny will miss the FIFA Women's World Cup game against Panama on Saturday. So fire away, guys. I will be keeping my eyes on the comment section. Let me know what you guys make of the red card, and obviously it makes sense for me to tell you guys what I make of the red card as well. Safe to say that Bunny has been voicing her own opinion on social media with regards to perhaps you could say her feelings towards the decision. I don't know if you want to call it an emotional response, or if she's just trying to say, well, you know, look at what happened to me during the game, and nothing came to it in terms of handing out disciplinary actions against the French. And I'm actually about to like remove my headline so you guys could go ahead and see what I'm referring to, because you're probably wondering, unless you're on social media active a little bit like myself, you probably haven't seen what Bunny posted. Maybe it was 24 hours ago. I can't quite remember, but don't worry, I've got you covered. And you can see, I think this is probably her again, speaking to us, the 12th man, just reminding us, if you didn't watch the game, of all the challenges that went in on Bunny. You should be able to watch this one carefully. I'm not sure if you picked up on the video that I put together there with the voiceover. There's a player, I can't remember her name, but I'm sure it's she's wearing the number 6 for France. The amount of time that she was just moving completely reckless on Bunny and went completely on scratch. I went back through the game and she wasn't carded, and I just thought, quite odd. I think she was the player that was pulling Bunny's shirt, and I think at one point she tried to almost like bear hug her. I don't really think football is played like that. And certainly when you're pulling onto a player's shirt, then obviously you're trying to stop them from pushing forward. So I felt that could have been a yellow card as well. She got away with a lot in that game. Rugby tackle on Bunny as well. So she dealt with her fair bit of harsh treatment at the hands of the French. So let me go ahead and play that video there from Bunny. It is relatively short. Again, I am keeping my eyes on the comment section. And this is going to be a relatively short live stream because there isn't really much to say. It's pretty straightforward. Overall, what it means is we won't have our captain for the second game at the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup, and that game is a huge clash for us. Familiar opponents will be taking on Panama. So this is what Bunny posted somewhat maybe 24 hours ago. So yes, there weren't no sound to go with that. So sorry about the awkward silence. I hope you guys managed to caught a glimpse of the various pictures that was posted on Bunny Shaw's Instagram account. Again, I think that was like somewhat maybe 24 hours ago. Overall, guys, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to touch on the final tackle by our skipper, Bunny Shaw. Me personally, in hindsight, and even when I was watching the game with you guys, I feel like it's a bit of the same, like in terms of how we're treated, whether it's the women's team or the men's team or playing, be it in CONCACAF and now at the World Cup, when it comes to these match officiators, particularly the referee. Like, you can't look past the obvious. It does beg the question of asking, is there some sort of bias? Because me personally, red card to the side, I don't think that the overall refereeing of the game was fair. I kind of feel like it was particularly one-sided, especially through the early stages of the match. Yes, coincidentally, France picked up the first yellow, and I kind of felt like that was deserved, because I'm like, yeah, you're pushing it a bit here. Again, a couple of the early notable challenges that I thought was just a little bit uncalled for. Probably you want to say, if you're French, you're going to say that it's cute. But me being the opposing fan, I'm saying that you're being a little bit sinister here. Maybe it's a case of experience going against us. Again, Brown being clipped at the heel, Brown being kneed in the back. And the reason why I thought that was sinister from our opponents, they would have done their background research on us. They would have known that Jody Brown came into the game on the back end of nursing or overcoming a sore thigh injury, which she picked up in the 1-0 friendly against Morocco. So I kind of think maybe they're trying to aggravate her in that sense, maybe trying to, definitely try to rough her up. But I think they were probably trying to make her game a little bit more difficult. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. I needed to sneeze. So yeah, I thought, okay, they would have done our homework on us. They should have known that Brown came into the game, perhaps not 100% fit, though we did see her in training, doing the 100-meter sprint and so on. Doesn't take away the fact that she left the Morocco game with a sore thigh, and I think even in the game against France, she had some sort of strapping on her thigh as well. So they would have made note of that. Again, is this a case of experience getting the better of us? Looking at the first yellow, Bunny's first yellow, maybe I'm looking at it in the sense that, no, not even maybe, I did look at it in the sense that they've done so much leading up to that point where Bunny received the first yellow that I thought you could probably let this one slide because you've been letting everything slide up until that point. That's the way I was looking at it, right? Let me know what you guys thought of Bunny's first yellow card, whether you guys think it was 100% a yellow card. Now we move on to the second yellow. At the time, I didn't see the yellow card, and I told you guys that on my, not the yellow card, I didn't see the tackle on my live stream with you guys, and I was kind of scratching my head, couldn't really comment on it. But I've just before I came on, I went back and I watched the game, and I was just like, oh my God, how could you? And it looked, the replay was probably only got to see the tackle itself on Wendy Renard, the French skipper, captain on captain. That one was probably, not even probably, I've watched it a few times, and from my observation, it looks as if Bunny's trailing legs caught Wendy Renard. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, here's the issue. Bunny as the captain, we as the 12th man, we know how match officiators treat us. We know how referees treat us. In that game as a player, you're experiencing unfair treatment at the hands of the referee. So you would think that when you are almost home and dry, you have history in your back pocket. All you need to do is just sail this one through, that there wouldn't be any rash decision making from our players. But unfortunately, there was one, and it was a crucial one because we are being made to pay the price. And the price is, it could prove to be costly. Maybe not. Can we play without our captain? We've seen that we've played without our captain. If you have to just look back at the Cup of Nations some months back, we've played without our Bunny Shaw. That was by force. And again, this time round, we by force have to play without her once more. I'm not really sure how this one's going to pan out. We do have players, I believe, who could go out there and fill that temporary void. They don't really have a choice, really. They're going to have to go out there and do exactly that. But I think this one for Bunny, hard pill to swallow. Yes, rash challenge. It has now cost her the chance of playing in what could be, like I said, another historic match that could work in our favor. And I'm pretty sure she would love to be on the field of play for that one, but she won't be. She just has to join us in the fan section and be the ultimate 12th man. I do feel for her. I think without knowing her personally, most certainly, as the Reggae Girls captain, as the one donning the captain's armband, this is, for me, no doubt, her biggest lesson learned in her career as our captain, and it has pretty much come at the worst time. Football's biggest stage, you're at the World Cup, you don't want to see red, and that's exactly what's happened. Before the tournament started, and even when the tournament started, my biggest fear was injuries. I was like, don't get any injuries. I didn't think that I'll be sat here saying, oh, there's a red card that we have to overcome. So it'd be interesting to see how Lon Donaldson line up in that game on Saturday, match day 2 against Panama. I think I've said enough. Done a slight little recap of what happened earlier on today with Jamaica reaching out to FIFA. They had to do the appeal within 24 hours. They have done so. FIFA didn't ponder on this one, did they? They pretty much made a straight decision. It appears as if their response took under 24 hours to get back to us. So for them, it's clear as day that it's a deserved red card. And I kind of thought that that would be the case, bearing in mind I saw something earlier on, and this was kind of forcing me to give you guys a live stream. I was like, let me give you the my subscribers, my supporters, a update on what I think the outcome would be. But I decided to just hold fire because I thought there's a final decision coming from FIFA, and it would happen between Tuesday and Wednesday. Just so happens that it's happened on Tuesday for us, Wednesday for Jamaica Down Under in Australia. And this is what I'm referring to, guys. I saw this earlier on, and basically it reads as follows. France's women's team captain Wendy Renard has a calf injury and could miss the team's final 2 group stage match in the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup, and that is according to a report from French media outlet Le Progress. I'm not French, so I know I messed that one up. And I thought, as soon as I saw that, I was just like, oh God, we don't stand a chance. The French, we've seen that they are experienced at this. They've played at this level many times before. And if we are in a position where, or I should say, if they feel that they are in a position where they will be maybe on the brink of playing without their captain for not 1 but 2 pivotal games at the group stage, they've probably made sure that they provided compounding evidence to FIFA. Some of you are probably thinking, well, they didn't need to, because football is a game of opinions. You probably disagree with me in the sense that the first yellow was a tad bit harsh and probably shouldn't have been a yellow, given what's happened to our players, given the reaction to the tackles and the challenges that happened to our players, and nothing pretty much came about it. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, if they felt that they're in a position that they're going to be losing their captain, they probably want to worsen our chances of getting a favorable result against Panama. So if they're going to lose a captain, then they're probably thinking, well, you need to lose a captain as well. Captain for captain, sitting this one out in match day 2 of the FIFA Women's World Cup Down Under. Maybe that's me just thinking a little bit deep. Maybe the French should even see things like that, and I'm just overthinking. But as I said, when I saw this earlier on, I was like, yeah, this is not going to work in our favor, is it? And literally sometime after that, that update came, and I was like, okay, time to update the loyal subscribers. So that's where we're at, guys. I don't know whether or not I should say how serious that injury is to Wendy Renard. I've said at the start of the tournament, and I'll continue to say that I don't wish injury on anyone, especially when you're at the World Cup. For a lot of these players, be it young or old, this could potentially be your final dance, because essentially you don't know what's around the corner. You could pick up a career-ending injury at club level, and that could be the end of your career. For the more aged players like a Wendy Renard, for example, this very well could be her final World Cup. So me personally, I don't wish injuries on anyone. I'd like to think that she's okay. At the very same time, I know some people are probably thinking she's playing up, but hopefully that's not the case. And for us, I just pray to God that we can get out of this group with um no more suspensions, and the bigger one for me is definitely no injuries. So if we can just be disciplined for the game against Panama, nothing rash, just play our game, focus on the job on hand, then hopefully we should be able to sail through another crucial game in our group. And who knows, we might see us pick up our first ever women's World Cup 3 points. Can we do it, guys? I don't know. It remains to be seen. Man of God, how are you? Good day, Blake. He says I expected Jamaica to get slapped up. I'm not sure what you mean by this. Good. Oh, okay. He was referring to the game itself. I thought you meant by FIFA. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think a lot of people thought that we would be turned over, but like I said, the French team, their defense is not that great. It's not that great. If you apply enough pressure, you can break them down. You can get in and around them and so on. Not surprised Coach Lorne have to just switch up the team. Jody Brown and Trudy Carter at forward. That comes from Nella. The freshest man in the comment section. How are you, Fresh? Big up yourself, Music JA. Good night to you as well, KP, Kevin Williams. Big up yourself, Hot Chili Pepper. Good evening. Hot Chili says this is what I expected to happen. I think you and me both. Paul Watkins, big up yourself. Okay, done. What are you saying? Let me click on your comment. Your comment isn't coming up for some reason. Let's give that another try. There we go. Expected outcome. FIFA always back their officials. Still a horrible decision by FIFA, but recourse, send home that referee. She was terrible. Sorry, FIFA, really review all that and still don't overturn it. That's insane. This is an embarrassment to football. That red card was not deserved, and I watched the replay a couple of times. My issue is just that I think the question mark was for the first yellow, but like I said, this is a big lesson learned for Bunny. Probably the worst time of her career to learn a lesson. You're almost home and dry. You would like to think that you're not going to put the referee in a position where um they'll be forced to make a decision that doesn't work in your favor, right? So I'm sure she'll learn from it, and not just Bunny. I'm hoping that her teammates would learn from it as well and just tread carefully next time, especially when you're on the brink of creating history. So Scott said she was on a yellow. I would have preferred she sit out this game and go for Brazil. She came in fresh again because we go into the round of 16, and I don't want her on no card in that round. Y Pre says, don't know if this applies to the World Cup, but in the EPL, if you lose your appeal, you miss an extra match. We have enough strikers that can win this Panama team. Yeah, like I said, we've played without Bunny. That's not really my big worry, and we have to learn to play without our captain, anyways. We have to learn to play without our core players. So that for me isn't like the biggest worry. It's just that it was avoidable. That's the thing, in my opinion. It's still corner. I had to come. I haven't done a live stream for you guys in what 2 days. Come on, guys, you're doing me a little bit dirty here. There's 70 something of you watching, and what, you have only 53 of you have hit the like button, 80 of you, over 80 plus of you watching. Have some decorum. Don't be like the French. Hit the like button, please. I shouldn't have to ask you guys, what time is it? It's 2:24 a.m. here in London, and I'm trying to give you some update on the Reggae Girls, and you guys have entered my house. You haven't wiped your feet. You haven't said good evening. It's poor manners. Just hit the like button, please, and thank you. It's almost 100 of you that's watching, and just over half of you have hit the like button. Come on, people. Do a little bit better. They can't try to injure and I did think so. I 100% think they tried to injure Bunny and Brown. Gunner's boss, good day to yourself. Mirak, where are you from, Mirak? That's a unique name. Good day to yourself. The first yellow wasn't a yellow. Bunny played the ball. That's what I was thinking. That the first yellow to me is a little bit questionable, and that's why I'm thinking, is it a red card? The second yellow, however, it appears that her trailing leg did catch Wendy, and when you're on a first yellow, you give the referee the easiest decision to make. My take is this bridge over troubled waters. We need to be taught. We need to be tough with the next man up and mentality. Jamaica all the way. Good evening to yourself, Mr. McGregor. The tackle was indeed unnecessary, but the contact was very minimal. I hear you. Difficult to argue against what you've said. But Crystal, what about Tiffany Cameron? Why can't she get a game? First responder, I reckon this is a question for Mr. Lone Donaldson. I can't speak for the gaffer. Be interesting to see who he starts in that central position. And as ever, guys, as long as I'm fit as a fiddle, I'll bring you guys a match preview of the game against Panama in some days' time. Warren Webster says, we are here fighting for our women, and we got such a wonderful display of courage and fighting spirit. I am so proud of the girls. Well said. I second that. As the captain, that decision was poor. I think it's a lesson learned. Worst time to learn that type of decision, but it is no doubt a lesson learned for her. It's come at a time where you're playing on sports biggest stage, football's a biggest stage, I should say. Yes, sports biggest stage as well, in my opinion. Yeah, you have the wrong time to learn that lesson, but better now than in the future if we are to progress as a nation. It was already decided by FIFA before. My feet has the swelling has decreased, so I've currently got it elevated. So it looks okay so far. It just means I can't stay too long. I don't really have much to say because I've given you guys the roundup anyways. The first infringement should be a verbal warning. I agree. If you guys are okay. Frenchman, them have big post in the, oh, okay. France is not getting past the Brazilian team for sure. Patrick said, Patrick, I haven't seen you around in a while. I hope you're okay. I'm very impressed with Blackwood. Oh, absolutely impressed with Blackwood, the player of the match, and thoroughly deserved. Patrick is saying he doesn't want her playing in the French division no more. He wants her in a better league. Which one is a bigger miss, Renard or Bunny? I don't know the depth of the French squad, but they appear to be okay. Likewise, I think that we will be okay as well. The reason why I'm saying I think that we'll be okay is because we've had to play without Bunny before, anyways. We didn't have a choice back then, some months ago, but to play without our captain. This time round, we still don't have a choice. We have to play without her, and that's something that we have to get used to. That's one of the reasons why I do fear for the center back pairing of the Swaby sisters, because I always say that, I think that that's an area of the field of play that needs attention. God forbid if something happens to one of those sisters. we're wafer thin, and in terms of experience, it could spell trouble. So yeah, core players, they need protection. You don't want to run them through the ground. I think you saw Tasia Scott, one of his comment paraphrasing is that either way, with the result aside from the French game, he would have liked to have rested Bunny for the Panama game. So then player in the Brazil game. I want Panama to press us and then we destroy them. It's not their defense cost them, though. It's their finishing. Renard is a bigger miss because of the opponent that they are facing. Good night. It's Jamaica LOL 92. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. How are you? How you doing? Better try and make better than never. But kudos to JFF for applying. But we moving on and we going to do well despite the fight. Good day, Sebastian. I'm okay. How you? Yeah, I'm feeling much better. Had some tea before I came on as well, so I'm feeling much better. I would pay you 20 to you can keep the money. Me on your team, it's like an extra player for the opponent. So you do not want that to happen. Trust me. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. They're being quite nasty. At one point, there was 80 something of them watching and they did not want to hit the like button. They're worse than the French. Despicable. TJ says, I won't be sleeping because I'm watching Man United friendly. Who are you guys playing? I heard Oral Tracy said that the dark jersey don't have nothing for Jamaica. Good day, good evening, I should say, Jerome. I love this game on Sunday. I think we all do. Good night, Mario. Yeah, guys, I'm just running through the comment section before I sign off. How do we beat? Who will score the goals? I can't look into the future, unfortunately, Jerome, but we've had to play without Bunny. We've scored without Bunny. Yes, the results haven't worked in our favor, but we don't have a choice. We have to find a way. If we can't play without our captain, then we might as well pack our bags and go home. So we just have to just focus on the players that we have at our disposal and just get on with it. Kayla McCoy will start there, good in the air and with both feet, clinical like Shaw, but Bunny have more speed and strength. Winstead Beckford, old on the sideline, not the same when playing fifth ranked team. Blunt running hard, it happened in the that's what I said. It's a rash decision to make. So she will learn from it. And again, guys, 13 of you have not hit that like button. Shame on you. It's probably people from France that's watching. I haven't said nothing bad about your country, so you can relax and you can hit the like button. It's almost, well, it's gone past 2:30 a.m. So I will be closing off soon. Love to see us beat Brazil. Plumber, what about Plumber? Good night. Where is the boy? How are you feeling? I don't know. Probably he's home from work. I'm not sure if he's doing a live stream, but he's probably home from work. Drew Spence was good too. That's from Sebastian. But Plumber can fill in. Where? I think you're probably talking about centre back partnership. We have enough quality to win the game against Panama. I think if Salone had started, we would have gotten a goal. They played without Shaw during the qualification. That's from Thompson. What's this? YXZ Thompson. I think you're probably referring to the Cup of Nations of that one. Yeah, I figured that's who you was that's what you was referring to. I think we are underestimating Panama every match against Panama. I don't really think anyone's underestimating them. Most certainly not me. But yeah, just to add to what you've said, it's never an easy game when we play against Panama. We have our own little history with them, so I don't think you can underestimate any team at the World Cup. It will be a poor decision to do so. And I guess like what I've done with the other live stream, I guess it's a good idea to close this one off with by the way, before I forget it, because I just might want to say a special little big up to our player of the match. Solid as a rock for me. Incredible performance from Den Blackwood, and long may it continue. She thoroughly deserved to be holding on to the Player of the Match award, and that is just outstanding efforts from our defender, and she did it against the fifth ranked team in the world. So long may it continue. Great performance, and I do want to see more of it on a repeated basis, right? Had to say that just in case it slips my mind before I close off on the show. What I'm going to do is, like what I've done with previous live stream, let's take a quick little break and just switch the focus and look at results elsewhere, just to keep you guys in the loop. And if you're just tuning in, good morning, good afternoon, or possibly good evening. It all depends on where you're based in the world, really. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you've hit the like button. All right, guys, let us go and look at couple. They said that we were in the group of death. Obviously I'm not getting ahead of myself, but I saw a game that's coming up today. I say today because I'm already midweek, which means I'm already into my Wednesday, and I can't help but to think there's another group of death there, and it's probably more so a group of death than our group for one particular nation. I'll touch on that in a second. Can you guys see what's? Yep, you can. 88 of you are in the, I mean, come on, guys. 10 of you haven't hit the like button. I'm going to pressure you guys to hit the like button because I'm pushing my body to the limit. It's coming up to 3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm giving you guys news and updates on the Reggae Girls. Doesn't cost you a penny to hit the like button, so please play fair. Don't be like the CONCACAF and the World Cup referees with your biasness when it comes to your likes. Kindly hit the like button, okay? All right, so let's backtrack a bit. I think two games here that made me smile. Absolutely delighted for Colombia. You can see they got things started in Group H, securing a 2-0 victory over South Korea. And Linda, oh wow, what a player, what a story. Absolutely pleased for her World Cup debut, and she secured that with a goal in the bag, and it is an all-important goal as well. They got the job done in the first half, Colombia, and South Korea got tucked in 2-0. So yeah, I'm delighted for Linda Caicedo. And if you go and look at the other results, I think no doubt, not even I think, the biggest result of the day came in the second match from let me just see something here. The second match from the day's results, and you can see this one here. This one is a wonderful read if you're from the Philippines, or if you are just a neutral and you appreciate football and historic moments. This is what the World Cup is all about, really and truly. Philippines, to add some context, they've made this is their debut at the World Cup. Alongside Philippines, you've got the likes of Morocco, Vietnam, Zambia, Republic of Ireland, Portugal, Panama, and also our friendly Caribbean rivals, Haiti. And to secure a win, a massive win, historic win on your World Cup debut, not many countries manage to do that. So big up the Philippines, and they've done it against one of the co-hosts. They've done it against New Zealand. So that is an epic result. Serena Bolden, or maybe you want to call her Serena Golden. I don't know, because that is a lovely scoreline. Could not have gotten any better for Philippines, and long may it continue for them. So that's how things looked. And then this one, stalemate, Switzerland and Norway sharing the points in a 0-0 draw. Then comes today's game. First one kicking off 6 a.m. my time. I believe that is 12 a.m. Jamaica time. Japan versus Costa Rica. Then this will be followed 2.5 hours later, Spain versus Zambia. And I just thought, when I saw this, I was like, wait, haven't they played them already? I was like, what's going on in Group C? And I'm looking at is Zambia. And you know what happened with Zambia's first game, don't you? They took on Japan in their debut. Things did not go well for them. There was a red card handed out again, bit like us, really. Latter stages let me just reword that, inside the additional time of gameplay, saw red, one of their players saw red, and they were completely steamrolled, 5 goals to the good. We've seen what Spain is capable of already at the World Cup. If I click on Spain, at the time of this result, where is it? Against Costa Rica. That was like the biggest result so far, 3-0 against Costa Rica. And that's why I had some confusion. I was just like, no, Zambia's already played these guys. But no, Zambia played. If I could go back, Zambia kicked things off against Japan. Next in line, they have a mountain to climb against Spain. So may the Lord walk with them with this one, because that is like I said, a mountain to climb. And I kind of looked at this and I was just like, so what is going on in their group? And that is probably in terms of Zambia, probably I don't think there's any easy groups here, any like groups that's walk in the park. Most certainly not if you're making your debut, and that goes for the debutants and the more experienced countries that probably, I don't like to say underestimate their opponents, but to an extent probably would underestimate their opponents. And if they're not doing it, then their 12th man or their reporters from their respective countries are underestimating their opponents, a bit like the English underestimating Haiti. And when I say the English, I'm referring to their reporters. So that's how the groups are looking there, guys. Don't think I've given you guys a run through yet. So maybe I'll do that before I close things off. Group A, for the games played so far, sitting top of Group A is Switzerland. This group consists of one of the co-hosts, New Zealand. They're in second place. One of the debutants, Philippines, they occupy the third spot, and Norway sits rock bottom. Group B, another co-host, Australia, they're leading the way on 3 points. They're closely followed by the current Olympic gold medalist, Canada. Nigeria on their heels as well. It's all level between Nigeria and Canada, and that's because they shared the points in their game. Republic of Ireland, another debutant, they are sat in the fourth position. Really liking Nigeria, and I do want them to go as far as they can. You can see here, a bit like Jamaica, that there's a disciplinary problem with us, isn't there? Again, they suffered they was shown a red card inside additional minutes, but they had a applaudable result against Canada. And if we go down to Group C, you have Japan leading the way, closely followed by Spain. To complete their group, they've got Costa Rica. Fortunately, sitting rock bottom is another debutant, Zambia. In Group D, it consists of Denmark out in front. Things are pretty square between Denmark and England. You can see their matches played, matches won. Everything is pretty much like for like. And to complete their group, they have China and our Caribbean rivals. Also making their debut at the World Cup is Haiti. The reigning queens of the world are placed in Group E. That is the United States. They are being chased by the Netherlands. And to complete their group, another debutant is in that group as well. Portugal. They've got two debutants. Isn't that odd? They've got Portugal and they've got Vietnam. Group F, which belongs to us, is being led by Brazil. Not sure if you guys saw that game, Brazil versus Panama. That was something. They're currently leading the ship, leading the charge, followed closely between France and Jamaica. We shared the points in match day one. With the French, and sitting at the bottom is Panama. In Group G, you have Sweden out in front, closely followed by Italy. And to complete their group, you have South Africa and Argentina sit rock bottom. In Group H, you have Germany. Wow. And they're not here to muck about, are they? They are not here to muck about at all. Germany are currently the second best ranked team in the world. And the only team that's ranked higher than them, surprise, surprise, is the United States. And they were on a mad one. They said this game was something else. They took on another debutant, that be it Morocco, and no sympathy whatsoever. Yes, 2 own goals in that, but what's that got to do with them? It is what it is. You can see the scoreline for yourself. Massive, massive win. Biggest win so far. Let me go back a step to complete what I was saying with Group H. So again, Germany, they're out in front. You can see their goal difference is 6. Haven't seen anything better than Germany so far. Let me know if you have. Colombia follows them in Group H. And to complete the pack in their group is South Korea and Morocco. And that's how we're looking, guys. I've said enough. I said to myself this would only be a short live stream, but I always seem to talk too much when I'm doing live stream with you guys. We're 9 likes away from 100. Can you guys drag me to 100? I'm not going to say I'm going to sit here until it goes to 100 because you guys will have me waiting all night long. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to take a quick glance. Let's see, what haven't I picked up on? I think we will play well with our Bunny versus Panama. We might see us playing more football and not pushing the ball quickly upfield. Brazil female side reminds me of when Ronaldinho, Roberto, Ronaldo, and Rivaldo usually played at Brazil. Women's side had so many styles and skill. High praises. Of course, will become them not going to know where the goal will come from. So more players will be free. I can't. Hot Chili says, I can't do that. Panama has terrified for life because of the Sleepless nights because of Panama. We were at the same crossroads before playing Haiti in the qualifiers, and look at what we did after. So I'm not too worried about the absence of Shaw against Panama. That comes from Philip Beckford. I understand someone says she should teach Damien how to oh wow. Whoa, that's not my words, Damien. If you're listening, that's the words of Sebastian. Don't shoot the messenger. Music JA says it is the norm for Jamaican fans to underestimate the opponent, especially when our team is playing well. We did it in the Gold Cup also. I don't think we do critical analysis on our teams. I second what you've said, to be honest with you. It does happen ever so often with our 12 man, unfortunately. Come on, people. She shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be begging for likes. I mean, it's 10 minutes. 10 minutes to 3 a.m. I'm going to be closing off, to be honest with you. Soon. Like show is the least you guys can do. Exactly. I'm not asking you guys to pay me any money. I'm just saying like the stream so that other people can come across the content. Jesus, you guys are difficult. I'm gonna put my phone on charge. And so saying we're at 85 likes. Okay, that's good. I think we're at 90 something the last time I checked. New Zealand couldn't just score. Philippines defended and impressed me well. Big up Philippines. Good God go with boy God Philippines. Good luck. Interestingly, only colored skin players are red carded so far. That's the words of Philip Beckford. Don't shoot the messenger. Jamaica has more World Cup appearances than Portugal. Speaks volumes, that, doesn't it? Spain, Germany, USA, France, Brazil are the top teams right now. I think that's what you're saying. Brazil and Japan are the best I have seen. Didn't watch Spain. I would say I've not watched Japan, though I'm not surprised. But I would say, yeah, Brazil. And from what I have read, Germany. So I would agree with you, Hot Chili. Brazil, Germany, and Japan is what I would say. The World Cup is getting exciting with these results so far, and it's good for the sports. You at one. Am I? After all that begging. Oh, finally, they've taken me to 100 likes. Like up the stream, people. And I think we've covered everything, guys. Again, my apologies for my absence over the last couple of days. I think I missed maybe 2 days with you guys. I do apologize. But you know what, guys? It's just been it's been tough. So that's why you haven't seen me around. But I will say that I'm gonna try and come back as soon as possible. Maybe not today because I doubt I'll have anything to report on, and I don't really want to sit here and regurgitate content to you guys. So if there is some additional updates where the girls team, the women's team I should say, is concerned, then obviously I'll come back and give you guys your necessary updates. Suspicious though as to why on I really think it's a color thing, to be honest with you, but who knows? Jamaica gonna go to the quarterfinals, says Sebastian. We have reached the end of the live stream, guys. There's nothing else left for me to say, to be honest with you. So if you're out and about, if you're on the graveyard shift, I hope you make it home safe and sound. And if I do come back here, like maybe later on today or tomorrow, then I hope to see you guys in the comment section. Massive thank you to those of you who have tuned into my live stream, and to the many of you who hit the like button, even though I had to beg. Thank you for doing so. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And I think we've covered all grounds here, people. We'll come back when time permits. If I don't see you guys between now and the end of the week, then I hope that you have a smashing week. And if I don't see you over the weekend for whatever the reason may be, you never know, maybe you're unavailable, maybe I'm unavailable, you can't predict these things, then I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully we're all smiling come end of play on Saturday with further history in our back pocket. And I think that is it, guys. I'm going to be leaving you with my thoughts on what I think of the reggae girls, and then I'm going to be playing a little message there from DJ Khaled and Massacre, and closing things off with John Barnes. So again, before I forget my manners, thank you guys for your continuous support, and you know how it goes. Until next time, take care.
Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.
I think the uniqueness of the reggae girls is they embody the national motto of Jamaica, which is out of many one people. So when you look at the entirety of the Jamaica squad, you have dark-skinned girls, mixed race girls, girls who have black and Asian in them. You also have the homegrown players, so like your Bunny Shaw, your Konya Plummer, your Den Blackwood. So what that means in terms of from a grassroots perspective is girls who are born in Jamaica can look at a Bunny Shaw and hear that authentic accent and say, you know, if Bunny can make it, then so can I. Once you hear that authenticity, that raw Jamaican accent, they should be able to look at a Bunny Shaw who's now our captain to say, if Bunny can do it, especially if you come from the same community, the same parish as her, if she can do it, then so can we.
I want to give a big bless up to the reggae girls out there. They ain't believe in us. Ja did. Reggae girls, keep winning, keep inspiring. I know you're going to be great out there, World Cup. Sadella Marley, nothing but love. Bless up from DJ Khaled.
And I represent for the reggae girls. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself every time. Especially if you're qualifying for the World Cup back to back. You know what I mean? Sidela, big up yourself. One love every time. You know the thing go. Blessing off a flow like a river. Blessing off a flow like a river. What the reggae girls do? Left them name night earth like a queen. Me have to big up the top soccer team. You know Massacre represent. Jamaica support you every time. You know the thing go.
I'm John Barnes, and you're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.